In a world where our daily lives are intricately linked to the environment, understanding climate change has never been more critical. The term, climate change, has echoed through the corridors of global summits, woven its way into grassroots movements, and sparked debates across dinner tables, yet its multifaceted implications and causes remain a puzzle to many. This video aims to demystify the phenomenon of climate change, breaking it down into its fundamental components. We embark on a journey through the scientific, sociological, and environmental layers of this global challenge. From unraveling the intricate science that defines climate change to exploring the human actions that have accelerated its pace, we will delve deep into the heart of the issue. We will not only look at the devastating consequences that a changing climate holds for our planet and its inhabitants, but also explore the ray of hope in the form of mitigation and adaptation strategies. As you navigate through the chapters, you will gain a comprehensive understanding of what climate change really is, how it impacts us, and what can be done to address this unprecedented challenge. This journey is not just about understanding a scientific concept. It's about recognizing our role within this global narrative and the collective action needed to forge a sustainable future. Welcome to What is Climate Change? An exploration of one of the most pressing issues of our time. Chapter 1. Unveiling the Reality, Understanding Climate Change. As we begin our exploration of climate change, it's crucial to establish a clear and comprehensive understanding of what exactly it entails. Often, the term is used interchangeably with global warming or environmental degradation, but climate change is a broader and more complex phenomenon. The essence of climate change. At its core, climate change refers to significant, long-term changes in the patterns of temperature, precipitation, winds, and other elements of the Earth's climate system. It goes beyond mere fluctuations in weather. It signifies a shift in the average conditions over decades, or even millions of years. Understanding this distinction is vital, as it helps differentiate between everyday weather events and the more profound, persistent changes that are reshaping our planet's climate. The science behind the scenes. The Earth's climate has always been subject to change, influenced by natural factors like volcanic eruptions, variations in solar radiation, and changes in the Earth's orbit. However, the rapid climate change we are witnessing today is largely attributed to human activities, particularly since the Industrial Revolution. The burning of fossil fuels such as coal, oil, and natural gas has increased the concentration of greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere. These gases, including carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide, act like a blanket around the Earth, trapping heat and causing the planet's temperature to rise. Global warming, a key aspect of climate change. Global warming, a term often used synonymously with climate change, specifically refers to the rise in global surface temperatures. This rise in temperature is a key driver of the broader changes we observe in our climate system, including melting ice caps, rising sea levels, and shifts in weather patterns. The role of climate models. Scientists use climate models to understand the past, present, and future of our planet's climate. These models, based on mathematical and physical principles, help us project future changes based on various scenarios of greenhouse gas emissions. They are vital tools in predicting and preparing for the future impacts of climate change. Understanding the evidence. The evidence for climate change is found in a variety of sources. Long-term temperature records show a clear warming trend, ice cores reveal past concentrations of greenhouse gases, and satellite data demonstrates changes in the Earth's atmosphere and surface. Together, these pieces of evidence paint a compelling picture of a climate that is rapidly changing, with profound implications for the future of our planet. Chapter 2: Tracing the Causes, the Human Impact on the Climate. In the second chapter of our exploration into climate change, we shift our focus to the human activities that significantly contribute to this global phenomenon. While natural processes have always played a role in shaping the Earth's climate, the rapid changes we are witnessing today are largely driven by human actions, particularly since the onset of the industrial era. The greenhouse gas effect, a human accelerator. The cornerstone of human impact on the climate is the enhanced greenhouse gas effect. While greenhouse gases are naturally present in the atmosphere and play a crucial role in keeping our planet warm enough to sustain life, human activities have drastically increased their concentrations. This increase is primarily due to fossil fuel combustion. The burning of coal, oil, and natural gas for energy and transportation is the largest source of greenhouse gas emissions. This process releases carbon dioxide, the most significant greenhouse gas, along with methane and nitrous oxide. Deforestation and land use changes. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, but when forests are cut down for timber or to make way for agriculture, this carbon is released back into the atmosphere. Additionally, changes in land use can reduce the Earth's capacity to absorb carbon dioxide. Agriculture and livestock farming. Agricultural practices, especially livestock farming, contribute significantly to methane and nitrous oxide emissions. These gases have a more potent heat-trapping ability than carbon dioxide, albeit they stay for a shorter duration in the atmosphere. Industrial processes and waste management. Industrial activities, such as cement production, release a substantial amount of carbon dioxide. Additionally, the management of waste, particularly in landfills, produces methane emissions. These activities, though smaller in scale compared to fossil fuel combustion, are significant contributors to the greenhouse gas emissions. The global energy demand. The rising global energy demand, driven by population growth and economic development, has further exacerbated the issue. As emerging economies grow, their energy needs, often met by burning fossil fuels, add to the global carbon footprint. Urbanization and transportation. Urbanization has led to increased energy consumption, more vehicles on the road, and greater industrial activity, all contributing to higher greenhouse gas emissions. The transportation sector, reliant predominantly on fossil fuels, is a major contributor to global warming. Chapter 3: Witnessing the Effects, Consequences of a Changing Climate. In this chapter, we delve into the profound and multifaceted impacts of climate change, which extend far beyond just warmer temperatures. The consequences of a rapidly changing climate are diverse, affecting every corner of the globe, and they pose significant challenges to ecosystems, human health, and our societies at large. Rising temperatures and extreme weather events. The most direct effect of climate change is the increase in global temperatures. This warming is not uniform and varies across different regions, leading to a myriad of climatic disruptions. These include more frequent and severe weather events such as hurricanes, heat waves, droughts, and heavy rainfall. These extreme events not only cause immediate destruction but also have long-term socio-economic impacts. Melting ice and rising sea levels. As global temperatures rise, polar ice caps and glaciers are melting at an unprecedented rate, contributing to rising sea levels. This not only leads to the loss of crucial habitats for wildlife but also poses a significant threat to coastal communities. Rising sea levels increase the risk of flooding, can lead to the erosion of coastlines, and even render some low-lying island nations uninhabitable. Impacts on ecosystems and biodiversity. Climate change is a major driver of biodiversity loss. Changes in temperature and weather patterns disrupt the delicate balance of ecosystems, affecting species distribution, breeding patterns, and migration routes. Some species may become extinct if they cannot adapt quickly enough, resulting in a loss of biodiversity which in turn affects ecosystem services that are vital for human survival. Agriculture and food security. Changing climate conditions are significantly impacting agriculture. Increased temperatures, altered precipitation patterns, and extreme weather events affect crop yields and livestock productivity, threatening global food security. In some regions, these changes may lead to increased food production, but overall, the negative impacts outweigh the positives. Human health risks. Climate change also poses direct and indirect risks to human health. Increased temperatures can lead to heat-related illnesses. Changes in weather patterns can exacerbate air quality issues, spread waterborne diseases, and increase the incidence of vector-borne diseases like malaria. Extreme weather events not only cause immediate harm but also have long-term mental health impacts. Socio-economic impacts. The effects of climate change are not just environmental but also have significant socio-economic implications. Natural disasters displace populations, destroy infrastructure, and lead to financial losses. Moreover, the impacts of climate change can exacerbate existing social inequalities, affecting the most vulnerable populations disproportionately. As we witness these changes, the urgency to act becomes increasingly clear. The effects of climate change are already being felt around the world, and their severity will only increase if significant action is not taken. Chapter 4. Charting the Path Forward, Mitigation and Adaptation Strategies. In this final chapter, we explore the strategies and solutions to address climate change. The challenge is monumental, but there are pathways we can take to mitigate its effects and adapt to a changing climate. These strategies require coordinated efforts at global, national, and local levels, involving governments, businesses, communities, and individuals. Mitigating climate change. Mitigation refers to efforts to reduce or prevent the emission of greenhouse gases, aiming to slow down global warming. Key strategies include transitioning to renewable energy, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and shifting to renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydroelectric power is crucial. This shift not only reduces greenhouse gas emissions but also promotes sustainable energy development. Enhancing energy efficiency. Improving energy efficiency in industries, buildings, and transportation can significantly reduce emissions. This includes adopting energy-saving technologies and practices, and designing more efficient urban infrastructure. Reforestation and forest preservation. Forests act as carbon sinks, absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere. Protecting existing forests and reforesting degraded areas can significantly contribute to carbon sequestration. Sustainable agriculture practices. Implementing farming methods that reduce emissions, enhance carbon sequestration, and promote biodiversity can make agriculture part of the solution. Carbon pricing and emission trading. Implementing carbon taxes or cap-and-trade systems can incentivize emission reductions and generate funds for climate action. Adapting to climate change. Adaptation involves making adjustments in natural or human systems in response to actual or expected climatic changes, to minimize harm or exploit beneficial opportunities. This includes building resilient infrastructure. Upgrading and building infrastructure to withstand extreme weather events and sea level rise is essential, especially in vulnerable areas. Water management. Developing efficient water management systems can help communities better cope with changes in water availability due to climate change. Agricultural adaptation. Developing drought-resistant crops, changing planting schedules, and employing water-conserving techniques can help agriculture adapt to changing climate conditions. Public health strategies. Preparing for and responding to health risks associated with climate change, including heat waves, disease outbreaks, and food and water scarcity is vital. Community engagement and education. Raising awareness and engaging communities in adaptation practices is crucial for effective implementation. International cooperation and policy making. Addressing climate change requires global cooperation. International agreements like the Paris Agreement are critical in setting targets and creating a framework for action. National and local policies also play a crucial role in implementing these strategies. Thanks for watching.